care how long it take to get it out back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
Hello, everybody. Hello, good afternoon. Was it good afternoon? Welcome to another episode of Lunchtime Conversations. I am the official urban therapist. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. Today, as we continue on, sharing our perspective about Black History Month and what it means to us on this particular topic, I want to talk about on this. I feel that's very important as well for us to have this dialogue and discussion about. All right. So this episode of Lunchtime Conversation, what we're talking about today is that do Black Americans truly have a seat at the United States table? Once again, do Black Americans truly have a seat at the United States or U.S. table? Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I've been hearing over and over again for just on different people, especially on different Black people or Black Americans, especially in the modern day. They're saying that we're not Black anymore, but we're American. We all are equal. A lot of Black Americans state this statement, and a lot of them reference this claim due to the fact that they feel that they're equal, meaning that they now have better opportunities than they former predecessors. You know what I'm saying? Which is the ancestors prior. Like the one ancestors prior, that was in slavery. They didn't have no type of equal rights. They wasn't able to work together or in any of these type of things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this the reason why they have this claim saying that we're equal. So I want to talk about this topic, and I want to share with y'all my perspective about this. All right, but first, like always, let me go ahead and acknowledge everyone in the chat. Miss Williams, welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. Man, what's up with it, bro? And I'm now seeing your video premiering too as well too. Not haven't watched it yet because I was trying to prep for this live. But as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back and see the video because your video was pretty interesting to me when I go see what you're talking about. All right, and I'll give you my perspective about it. Might even have a conversation about it, bro. So, but yeah, appreciate you tuning in, bro. Gabe, what's up with it, bro? Where you been, Gabe? Gabe, did you tune into the live last night when we had our versus battle? Yeah, if you didn't, you missed out on the treat, bro, because that versus battle was lit. But appreciate you tuning into it as well, bro. All right. But yeah, let's dive into this topic. All right. Then, like I say, I just gave y'all a basic introduction of where people, especially as people who are Black Americans, stand on this matter. You know what I'm saying? Where for us the modern day Black Americans stand on this matter. All right. So my rebuttal to this is that are we really part of the American table? Are we really part of the United States American table as being Black people, as being people of color? Are we really a part of that, for real? Now, just like I say, they gave the original claims and stuff on saying that, hey, we get to do all these certain things now where former predecessors couldn't do. This claim is true, and I'm not gonna disagree with it because it is what it is. It is true. There are a lot of things that us right now in the modern day we're able to do now, such as having voting rights now. We're able to vote. Where we could not only work for certain companies or corporations, but also we're now able to be what is known as entrepreneurs as well, or have self-employment as well. So we're able to do that. We're able to go out and get certain type of loans, certain type of loans to either purchase property or any type of vehicle or any type of liquid or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We're able to do these type of things, which all of this is true. That we're able to do it. But however, my rebuttal about this is that I believe that what happened is that we were invited to the table. Instead of us not being invited to the table, we are now invited to the table and invited to at least have a seat at the table. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, y'all probably thinking, well, Urban, what do you mean by this? Well, what do you mean by we just been invited at the seat of the table? Nothing more, nothing less. Let me give you an example from a business perspective, right? One of my minors that I had took up is on business management. All right, as I'm pursuing my degree in sociology and a minor in psychology, and also a minor in business management. But one of my courses I took was business management. Okay. Now, within business management, there's a certain structure of how the way the business or the organization have to run. Okay, you have the CEO or the owner, however way you want to call it. Then you have the COO. Then it goes all the way down to advisors, different advisor boards, different things like that, and it trickles down to the front line management, which that includes supervisors and managers, and different things like that, district managers. Then it trickles all the way down to just the common workers too. And all these things are put together hand in hand to make this company function the way that it needs to function. All right. Now keep in mind what Urban is talking about. All right. So likewise, with us being Black Americans, we are in the same concept. The whole concept of table is that now we have been invited to the board meetings. You know what I'm saying? Which hence that's the table. We have now been invited to the table. We have been invited to sit down at the table, right? But however, for us giving input to either make the table better for not only us as Black Americans, but as everyone as a whole, we're not invited to have the final say-so of the matter. We're not invited to have the final say-so of the matter. Now, once again, y'all question this and y'all saying like, well, what are you talking about this, Urban? When you sitting at the one table, especially let me put y'all this way. I have been a part of a lot of different board like level meetings and stuff where I'm sitting down at the table at these different meetings, and of course, we have all the upper level management, blah blah. Everyone's there, right? But the only person who has the final say so of everything is who? It's the CEO. That's the only person who has the final say so. It's the CEO. Now, granted, the CEO or even like the upper level managers, whoever, they may invite people who are lower than them to probably speak their mind about certain things they're concerning them. But at the end of the day, the final decision goes to who? The CEO. So even as a lower worker, whatever, you could voice your concern or whatever all day long. If that CEO don't see that it's something that's reasonable, that's going to help he or she business grow, then guess what? They're not going to do it. Likewise, you can look at the United States in the same manner. Where the United States is the CEO. You have what is known as higher elite people in the United States as well. So wherever final decision that the CEO or these elite people make, then that's it. It's a wrap. It don't matter how much you voice your opinion. It don't matter how many times you go and protest about it or trying to create trying to push certain status or certain laws or anything would change. At the end of the day, the final decision relies on the people who are in control, the higher elites who are in control. And I'm talking about in this particular case, I'm not talking about globally, I'm only talking about the United States. So there are certain individuals who are in high control of the United States. So whatever says goes, period. Wherever they say it goes, period. So due to them being the being the CEO or being the owner of the corporation stuff, they have the ability to make the final say so. They have the abilities to create certain laws or statutes or commands or commandments that's best fit for their situation or best fit for their narrative. So with that being said, this is the reason why I say that only Black Americans have only been invited only to just have a seat at the table. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Let me ask y'all this too as well. Let me ask y'all this. Those of you who have children, all right. Have y'all ever just did something for your children just so they could just shut up? Just so they could, be calm and, be collective, whatever. You just do it just to be doing it. Have y'all ever did that before? Or just do something just to make them feel good, make them feel that they are a part of something. Now, those of you who are parents, I guarantee that each and every last one of y'all have did that or are doing it right now. It could be as simple as when everyone is sitting down and the child decides to be a part of the conversation, knowing good and well that the conversation is more, the conversation could be talking about adult-related conversations, right? So the conversation could be geared towards that. And you know that the one child really don't fully understand the type of conversation that's happening right now. But however, you at least let that child say something because you know that at the end of the day, by that child saying something, it's not going to change the fact of the conversation. It is not going to change the overall decision of the conversation that you are having. Likewise, this is the same exact kind of reason. This is the same exact reason why it is like that with us Black Americans in the United States. We can voice our opinions all day long. We can voice our opinions. We can even have people sit and station that different laws to try to push different laws or different narratives and anything like that that'll be beneficial to Black Americans. But at the end of the day, it all relies on the CEO or the or the elites of the United States of America. That's where the overall decision comes from. Period. So therefore, even though we have the privilege of literally sitting down at the table, we don't control the overall decision of the table, period. And hence, this is the reason why there's such a disparity happening right now. This is the reason why. This is the reason why where we're having now what is known as Black History Month, where we have to constantly remind our younger generation the history and suffrage and privilege of their previous ancestors. Because if this don't happen, more than likely that memory is going to be forgotten, because within America, to be honest, within America, that memory is something that America do not want to remember. Because the reason why America, United States, don't want to remember that is because it paints them the one narrative of them being more, instead of them being a hero or being something positive, it shows them as being a villain. And they don't want people to remember them like that, especially the upcoming generations. I mean, if I'm the owner, why would I want that anyway? Why would I want to hold on to that memory anyway? Therefore, that's why there's another narrative that's being pushed out that they're trying to forget everything. They're trying to forget the suffrage from our ancestors went through this country. That's why now in this modern generation, they have certain modes or certain people. Normally, it'd be people who are influenced, which is like certain celebrities or different like that. They'll have like certain type of celebrity. They'll either come and say something derogatory against Black history, saying like, "Well, we don't need Black history no more. We don't even need Black history no more because we're all Americans. We are all Americans." So therefore, that's why Black history is so important. It's not just to bring a reminder of the different things that happened to our ancestors prior before us, but it's also to continue on the tradition that until the United States fully allow us to fully feel that we are citizens of this country, not just by, quote unquote words or quote unquote through, certain laws, but we're fully integrated into this country, then there's always going to be a disparity about it. It's always going to be a disparity about it. Until the United States or the elites who own the table, until they get rid of race, until they get rid of ethnicity, and thus consider all of us American, period, regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of our heritage, regardless of our religious beliefs, regardless of our lifestyle preference, then there always going to be a disparity. Until the United States take accountability, where you no longer have to when you go fill out a application for employment, they no longer have that little section talking about what is your race or gender. They're gonna put that little one online talking about, oh, it's just voluntary. No, it's not voluntary. Because if we are Americans, then there's no need for the term race to exist if we all are American. It's no longer a term for whites or Caucasians, blacks or blacks from an African origin, Hispanics, Asian, Chinese, all these different type of quote unquote race. It will be a need for that if we all are American. It'd be no longer a need for that. The only other one need that'll be there is on determination of gender, which are man and woman. But other than that, for us on dealing with anything dealing with race or color, if we all are Americans, then we should be all Americans, period. But we're not. And that's the truth that I want to reveal to y'all today. That's the disparity that I want to share with y'all today. Is that particular disparity is still there. And it needs accountability. Accountability needs to happen in order for change to happen. In order for us to really embrace what they call the quote unquote American dream. Unfortunately, my one brothers and sisters, we all are created in a system. We all are a part of a simulation. Unfortunately, we all are a part of this. But unfortunately, this system or simulation, whatever you want to call it, it's all by design. Hence, since it's by design, that means that the one design can be modified. That means that the one design not only could be modified, but it can be changed for the better for all of us. But that's if they choose to do that. Now, here's the interesting part about that. Are they choosing to do that? So far, nope. So far, they want us to be separated. They want us to be considered as quote unquote black, or the technical term that they're using now to make you feel like you're a part of something is Black American, Asian American, Hispanic American, not just American. Now I see you, man. You asking about that picture. Now you know good and well that my pictures, I always have a method to his madness. No, notice on the picture. What's happening on the picture? Notice that. Notice what's happening on that picture. Noticing that they all sitting down at the table. Noticing that there's only one black person sitting down at that table. All happy, all happy and stuff. Man, I'm just happy that I'm just a part of the team. Look and tell. I'm just happy I'm a part of the team. And they'll laugh like, yeah, you're really not part of the team. We just got you here so we could look diverse. We just got you here so we could be diverse. But I mean, and it's like that part of the United States right now. The whole reality of it, that they just quote unquote got us here. Something to think about, huh? So yeah, absolutely. There's always opportunity for us as a country to do better. But it's the whole point. Do the people who are higher up, do they want to do better? That's the bigger question. Of course, us down below, we want to do better. But it's a question: do the higher ups want to do better, or is they comfortable with the system that they purposely designed, or the system or the simulation that they designed for us? So it is what it is. That's something for y'all to consider. Have a different perspective about it. But yeah, other than that, appreciate y'all tuning in for this lunchtime conversation. Gabe, Monday Boys line, Texas won, by the way. Monday Boy line on you. Texas undoubtedly won. We had won more rounds than Tennessee. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But yeah, other than y'all, once again, I appreciate y'all tuning in to this lunchtime conversation. I hope the things that I'll share with y'all at least give you a different perspective to think about it. I'm not saying that you should agree with my perspective, or you should do what I'm saying. I'm doing is offering a different perspective about it, so you can think about it, or consider it, or consider that this could be a possibility of why we're still in the condition that we're in. Because once when they make that decision to decide to take away of what we're dealing with right now, and fully integrate us as truly allowing us to be American, then there, like I say, it would be no need for none of this stuff. There would be no need for no Black History Month or nothing like that, because everything, including the culture and all the stuff, would be integrated into one. But unfortunately, it's not. So yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning into this lunchtime conversation. And like always, y'all continue to fight fate with faith. And I will see y'all in the next discussion.
I don't care how long it take to get an op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.